would like to congratulate Infosys and Infosys Science Foundation for creating this wonderful opportunity for researchers in the country. The jury for the 2009 Infosys Prize for Engineering Science and Computer Science included the following extremely distinguished members: Professor Shi Chun Fong, former president of the National University of Singapore and currently president of the King Abdullah University of Science and Technology. Professor Barbara Liskov, institute professor and associate provost, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and this year's 2009 Turing Award of the Association of Computing Machinery. Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar, former Director General of CSIR and currently CSIR Bhatnagar Fellow and President of Global Research Alliance. I'm delighted to say that Professor Mashelkar is able to join us today and is sitting right here. Professor Kurt Melhorn, Director at the Max Planck Institute for Computer Science. In addition to the formal call for nominations widely disseminated by the Infosys Science Foundation, members of the jury individually contacted a number of colleagues within India and abroad soliciting nominations. The nomination process identified 32 candidates. The jury's deliberations included detailed consideration of the nominees' impact in engineering science versus applied engineering science versus mathematics and theory, as well as criteria for eligibility stipulated by the trust. The jury carefully evaluated each nomination and ranked and shortlisted potential candidates for the prize. Several outstanding candidates for the Engineering Science Prize either fell outside the statutes specified by the trust or were also found to be potentially eligible for consideration for other awards given by Infosys, as for example, the Infosys Mathematics Prize. Following detailed reviews, the jury could not identify eligible finalists within the statute of the trust. The jury then extended their consideration of potential candidates by relaxing the age limit of exceptional candidates to 55 years, as stipulated by the trust. After multiple rounds of reviews and deliberations, the jury unanimously decided not to recommend any candidate for the award under the engineering and computer science category for this year and to carry this award forward to next year. The Infosys Science Foundation Board has accepted the recommendation of the jury. Now I would like to present the information for the Life Sciences jury. The Life Sciences jury was chaired by Professor Inder Verma. He is the American Cancer Society professor in the Laboratory for Genetics at the Salk Institute for Biological Studies in La Jolla in California. The jurors for Life Sciences are Dr. Rafi Ahmed, Director, Emory Vaccine Center, and Professor of Microbiology and Immunology in the Emory University School of Medicine. Dr. Roger N. Beachy, President, Donald Danforth Plant Science Center. Dr. Vishwa Dikshit, Vice President Research, Molecular Oncology at Genentech. Professor Thomas M. Jessel, Claire Toh Professor, Department of Neuroscience and Biochemistry and Molecular Biophysics, Columbia University, and Howard Hughes Medical Institute investigator. And Professor John Kurian, Professor of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology and of Chemistry, University of California at Berkeley, and member of the National Academy of Sciences. The jury reached out to numerous scientists in India to draw nominations and inputs. The Life Sciences jury received a total of 34 nominations. The decision made by the jury was unanimous. The Infosys Prize in Life Sciences goes to Professor K. Vijayraghavan. Professor Vijayraghavan is being recognized for his many contributions as an outstanding developmental geneticist and neurobiologist. His elegant work with Drosophila has revealed important principles and mechanisms that control the assembly and wiring of nerves and muscles during development. And he has recently begun to define how these neuromuscular circuits direct specific locomotor behaviors. Vijayraghavan has also been an inspirational leader, tirelessly promoting the importance of excellence in biological sciences in India. He's been an outstanding mentor to young scientists, building national and international alliances to strengthen biomedical research in the country. In Vijayraghavan, we have a unique individual who is not only brilliant in science, but he is also inspired to promote science by establishing institutions and encouraging young scientists to excel. The award of the inaugural Infosys Prize in Life Sciences to Vijayraghavan is a fitting tribute to this outstanding scientist. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming on stage the winner of the Infosys Prize in Life Sciences, Professor K. Vijayraghavan. I request Professor Vijayraghavan to join Mr. N.R. Narayanamurthy, Anchor Trustee for Life Sciences, and Professor Suresh on the stage. I request our chief guest to present the Infosys Prize in Life Sciences to Professor Vijayraghavan.
Previous recipients have mentioned, it's a great way of recognizing Indian science, and it also puts a huge burden on Indian science to excel even further. My work has actually been the consequence, really, of keeping company far better than myself. And my collaborators, my students, postdocs, my collaborators in India and abroad have all been superb and have been a great stimulus to make science happen, to make good biology happen, and also to make doing science fun. And I'm really grateful to all of them. And this has been possible because of an institutional environment, the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, which has been supported hugely by the Government of India, its Department of Atomic Energy, and its center, the National Center for Biological Sciences, which has turned out to be an extraordinarily collegial environment where people work hard to ensure that each other's work succeeds well. And the NCBS has been the consequence of the vision of Ubaid Siddiqui, and it's become a really wonderful place for biology to be done. And we should be grateful to people like Ubaid Siddiqui and the Tata Institute and the Government of India for establishing such a place. I would also like to thank my friends, my family. My mother is here, my wife Usha is here, and my son Varun is here, for all the inspiration and support they have given, because interacting with them has brought many new dimensions into my science, and I'm very grateful to them for all the support they've given. Finally, I'd like to thank all of you again, the Infosys Science Foundation, the Vice President and the jury for being with us today, and thank you all for this honor.